Okay, we've just added a new feature called pre-roll in Cinewav, and it's the ability to add pre-roll ads to the player that play before the main movie. So to access the pre-roll, you would just click on that settings button, and here you can remove videos or add videos. I'm going to add a couple of videos here. So here's one, and let me add another one. Like this one. And you can move them around. You can change the order any way you like. The only thing you can't move is the countdown ad, and that's the ad that counts down to the main feature. You can enable loop, which will loop all the videos except the last countdown ad, and it'll just play through in this order and then loop back to the beginning and play through again until you press stop loop. And you can also enable or disable sound. Now, if you're just using Cinewav and no speaker system, then you would just disable the sound. But if you have a speaker system enabled, especially if you just want it for the pre-roll, you can enable sound. And of course, the laptop will then play audio out to your speaker system. And this will also enable sound for your main movie, if that's what you want. Of course, just to explain, any of these pre-roll videos, they won't deliver sound to your customers using the Cinewav app. The Cinewav app only has pre-recorded audio from the main movie. Okay, so if you do want to use sound for these pre-roll ads, you will have to have a speaker system. So I'm going to disable sound for now. I'll close that and we'll get ready to play. Here's how you play the pre-roll. You just press play and we'll get a window, which is your player window, which of course you would put over onto your projector. And whenever you're ready to start the pre-roll, you just press play here. Play. And it'll start. Here's the user guide post. As you can see, it tells them to download Cinewav, get the movie ticket, and it actually shows your event, this actual event here, and it shows your event ticket, and it tells them how to go to the ticket and press play. It's a simple poster, but it may help some people who arrive and may not already have the Cinewav app. So this is quite useful. You can see the next video that plays in our loop is playing, and I'm going to scroll to the end just so you can see how this works. Then we have a third video, which I'm going to scroll to the end to as well. And we should then go back into looping from the first video again, which is the user poster. There we go, back in the user poster. And this will just continue looping like this, pre-show, until you come along and press stop loop. Now, what does stop loop do? It will switch looping off, play out the remaining ad list till the end, and then start the movie. So here we go. I'm going to press stop loop, and what it's going to do is going to play out the remaining ads. And we've got a few ads here. We've got that one, this one, and then we've got the countdown. You'll see the countdown now. So we'll go into the countdown now. And you can see the movie is going to start in 1 minute. The countdown is 1 minute long, and it's really a good way to sort of prepare your audience for when the movie is going to start. It will tell them to get out their phones, open the app, go to tickets, click on play, and get ready for the movie, basically. So it's a good way to educate your audience, especially if they're not familiar with Cinewav at first, but it's also a nice way to just warn them to get ready, get seated. So that'll play through. It tells them to go to tickets and also to just press play. And then, of course, if they have any issues at all, to click on the troubleshoot button or to see the event staff. And after this finishes, the movie will start. And here's the movie starting. There you go. So I'm just going to show you one more function of pre-roll. I'm going to close that, and we're just going to play the pre-roll again. So it opens up the player window. You put it over there on the projector side, and we're going to start playing with the loop in place. But this time I'm going to stop loop. So let's say it's been playing for half an hour. Your audience has been coming in, relaxing, having a good time, drinking and eating. Now that stops the loop. So it's still going to play through all of the pre-roll ads that you have here. And let's say you have a lot of pre-roll ads here, but you really are running a bit late and you want to start the movie now. Force end will actually play out the current, it will stop the current ad, play the countdown ad if it's enabled, and then start the movie. So let's try this. We'll force end, and you saw there, it ended the current ad, it went straight into the countdown, and then after the countdown, it will play the movie. So that's what force end does. Now, if you don't have the countdown enabled, it will just end the ad pre-roll and go straight into your movie.